Hi, fun fact. Did you know that you can sell your home and then continue to live in it, even after you've sold it, while you search for a new home? Hi, this is Bill Stevenson, president of Spotlight Realty, and this is something that's happening more and more often in this market. We've seen it happen dozens of times. Mostly it's driven by the fact that it's so difficult for buyers in this market, even buyers that are selling a home, to win the bidding war that they have to get into to buy a new home. So what's happening is they're offering to allow sellers to stay in the home for days, weeks, a month or two. What this does for sellers have all the power in this situation. The seller that can then sell their house and then start looking for a new one without any contingencies and without, and with a down payment based on the equity that they just pulled out of the house that they sold that they still live in. So that you don't have to move twice, right? You don't have to sell your house, move to an apartment, put your stuff in storage, and then buy a house and then move again. So it's really making things very easy for sellers, or much easier for sellers. And there are really two ways of doing this. One's from an individual buyer giving you a seller possession after closing agreement. And you can even ask for this. If you get multiple offers on your home, it's very, very easy to say, hey, I'll take your offer among all the others that I've gotten if you'll let us stay in the home for 2 months while we search for a new home. This is a compelling thing for buyers sometimes, because buyers are looking for ways to win these bidding wars without just getting crazy and going hundreds of thousands of dollars over asking price. So it does that. Now, the second way to do it is to not sell to an individual, but to sell to an institutional buyer or one of the iBuyers that you've probably heard about. Some of these people, some of these companies will buy your home and have just an automatic, you can stay in the home for 2 weeks before you have to move out. Now that may not be enough time for you unless you've really planned ahead and you've gotten your home under contract and you're ready to go, because 2 weeks is not enough time. But there are some iBuyers, some companies that we know about, we can introduce you to, that will buy your home from you and then let you stay there for as long as you want. You can stay for months, sometimes even years if you want to. You'll be paying rent, but it's you can stay, you can do it. There are some downsides, of course. There really isn't a downside that I can think of doing the seller possession after closing agreement with an individual buyer. But with some of these iBuyers, the downside is it can be a little bit expensive. For example, they're going to, if you bought your home for $200,000 and you have a $1,200 mortgage, now it's worth $400,000. They're going to buy your home from you, pay off your mortgage, let you move on, but in the meantime, you're going to rent it as if it's a $400,000 house, not the $200,000 house that you bought several years ago. So your mortgage may go from $1,200 to $2,000 for the months that you stay. And of course, sometimes they have fees associated with their programs. The really nice thing is we know of at least one organization that will buy your house from you for more than you paid for it, let's say, give you a little bit of money to go buy your new home with. And then after you move out, they'll sell it and give you the proceeds from that sale, which I think is an extraordinary opportunity for people who are in this kind of situation. If you want to know more about these programs and the buyers who will do it for you, you know who to call. Bill Stevenson, Spotlight Realty. Thanks a lot.